It's Manu.
And Stu.
We're 22 Sound here in Mandeville, getting ready for the very first record store day in Mandeville's rich history. So, hey, we're bringing it here.
Yep, we're getting closer to the big day on April 23rd. We just got our second shipment of stuff that will be available on that day. Again, none of this stuff can be sold until that day, but looking forward to it, ready to show it to you guys.
All right, let's see. What you got?
First thing up on tap is Def Leppard's High and Dry.
Whoa.
It's probably my favorite Def Leppard album. This was the period right before Pyromania. It's just sort of the album right before they broke big. Just great. It rides somewhere between heavy metal and pop rock. It's just a great album. If you don't have it, an opportunity to get it on picture disc.
Yeah, it's like the right balance, like right before they got like really polished, which I love. Pyromania.
They were well on their way here.
But
yeah,
there's still a little bit of the grit, I guess, that youthful energy.
Yep, right before they really blew up. Next up, we have David Bowie. David Bowie fans out there, this is, I guess, a companion 12-inch EP to the Toy album that came out posthumously.
I think it was last year.
Whatever year that was, yep. So in here you've got different versions of like a vocal and piano mix of Shadow Man, some radio edits, some live tracks.
And I think that Shadow Man version was actually unreleased altogether.
Yep, so only available here. Very cool.
And more for Bowie fans, this is another EP, Brilliant Adventures from like the mid-90s era, the Outside era.
Yep. See, again, more early versions, alternative mixes, and live tracks.
And some of that stuff has never been pressed on vinyl before. So it's
an official Bowie release, as per the hype sticker there. What's up next?
All right, next we have The Damned. This is exciting, not just because it's a great album, reissued.
40th anniversary.
But it is actually, it comes in a strawberry scented inner sleeve. I mean, that is
interesting.
I like that kind of stuff.
Right.
When they, like, I don't know, come up with some cool ideas.
It's not scratch and sniff, it just smells like strawberry.
I really want to cut it open and see, but.
Right, yeah, we can't do that.
We'll see.
The album is strawberry colored as well, so yeah, punk classic, The Damned. Next up, the Dillinger Escape Plan. This is a limited edition gold ripple LP of their Disassociation album.
And that was the last album?
The last album.
Before they broke up?
Looks like it's 2 records, gatefold sleeve, solid package. I know several of our customers are going to be excited about that one. And
then we have a really legendary band. We have Motorhead. This is volume 2 of their Lost Tapes. They had a Black Friday release.
Volume 1.
Yep. And then we have this one. It was recorded in 1998. And I mean, look at this set list. It's absolutely amazing.
Got everything. Bomber, No Class, The Chase is Better Than the Catch, Dead Men Tell No Tales. I mean, just a solid set list, which seems is going to be the case with this Lost Tape series. It's seems like it's all 90s shows that they're pulling from the vaults. So this is very cool. Second in this series. Don't miss it. Next up, we've got Blur.
Blur. So this was originally a Japan-only CD. Like, it's a remixed album of like some stuff from their self-titled 1997 album. Okay. And I think that was the one that like really blew them up here in the States.
Woohoo! Yeah, you could tell it was they're doing the whole Japanese release thing with the obi here. It also says that it's a limited edition colored double vinyl with a picture of a blue and green record. So there we go, bustin' and droning.
All right. Then we have yet another version of the New Chili Peppers album. We only have 25 so far. So
I think there's more versions of
different about this one.
There's more versions of this album than any other album I've ever seen, but this particular one is looks like it's got a heavy contrast cover, gray and silver. The album is limited edition silver vinyl. So
And
if you
has
don't
a
have any,
poster in
and
it.
it's got a poster in it. So if you haven't picked up any of the other copies yet,
You just can't decide which one. Hey,
yeah,
it
this is
it's
a
another
pretty
one.
cool one. Yep. This is definitely be the most limited and exclusive one. So.
And it's actually a really good album.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk badly about it. I thought it was really great.
Yep, the return of
enjoying
John
it so
Frusciante.
far. Yeah,
Yep.
John is back. Everything's good.
Yep, everything's right in the world.
Then we have Joni Mitchell here. This is like from her archives that she nicely opened for us.
Says demos, outtakes, live. The hype sticker says demos, outtakes, and live tracks from Joni Mitchell Archives, Volume 2, limited edition.
And I think that was all around like the Blue sessions or Blue recordings, which is like her really
Classic
big
stuff.
album. Yeah, one of the big classics.
And side 2 is a in-concert BBC radio broadcast with James Taylor. So, yeah, it's kind of stuff we like to see on Record Store Day. Very cool.
Nice.
Next up, we're getting Rickrolled with a little Rick Astley.
All right.
I'm sure everybody's familiar with the song "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Now you're going to hear it for the rest of the day.
Right.
Thanks.
So yeah, we got it on limited red edition vinyl. Yeah, so it looks like it's just a remastered version of that classic album.
All right, yeah, definitely haven't seen this around
Yeah,
in a while, so
yeah,
I guess
it's something you
it was
think you
about
would-
time.
Right, you think you would see it often coming through the store, because it was
Yeah,
such a
but-
big hit, but we don't see this record often. So nice to see it in print, at least for one day.
Yeah. And then we have Stevie Nicks' Belladonna. And this is reissued as a double album, so we have the regular album here, but then also some like outtakes and stuff like that on a separate LP.
Yep. This hype sticker says the original remastered album, early and alternate takes and soundtrack cuts.
So it might be a nice little, like you can maybe see a little bit of how this album came about.
Right. And yeah, most of the copies you see of this original album are pretty beat up. This looks really nice. Nice gray foil and gatefold release. So very cool.
All right, then we have the Rolling Stones, more Hot Rocks. This was, of course, a pretty big compilation, pretty famous compilation of like hits, deep cuts, and all kinds of stuff. I think 25 tracks total. It's a pretty nice package.
So this looks like an addition to that. Plus, 2 180-gram glow-in-the-dark records. So that's something very cool. Includes lithographs on archival paper, original gatefold art. So yeah.
And it was remastered by Bob Ludwig.
Bob Ludwig. All right. So definitely something you Stones
sound
collectors don't want to miss out on. All right. Up next we have a triple 180-gram record. Pretty heavy. This is the Bottom Line Archive, Lou Reed and Chris Christopherson. It's a show from February 2nd, 1994.
Yes, this is from the In Their Own Words series, which was kind of like a VH1 Storytellers type of thing before Storytellers existed. And so I think, as far as I know, they brought like different artists together. So this is definitely an interesting pairing here. Two legends in their own right.
And I'm assuming the Bottom Line is the same club that Springsteen made famous in the 70s, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I think it's no more, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
All right, then we have, that's an interesting one.
Jazz Sabbath.
Jazz Sabbath. Yeah. So Jazz Sabbath is actually Milton Keynes here, but it's Adam Wakeman, the guy that plays keyboards and whatever in Ozzy's solo band, and I think he played with Sabbath before too. But these are here jazz versions of Sabbath classics. So Paranoid, Snowblind, Black Sabbath.
All the big stuff.
Yeah. So this is volume 2 of it. Very interesting to hear those classics in a very different way.
Yep. And it's limited mono edition, translucent, natural vinyl. Whatever natural vinyl is. I'm assuming black.
Is that what we call black now?
Yeah, natural. In the world of Black Sabbath, it's natural. The Almond Brothers Band, Cream of the Crop 2003, Highlights 3 LP edition. So we know there's a lot of Almond Brothers fans on the North Shore, so here's a new one to add to your collection. Very cool. 3 records.
Yeah, that's a pretty sizable package as well.
Up next, Buena Vista Social Club. It's a 4-track EP. This is from outtakes from our previously unheard recordings from the original 1996 sessions. From that Grammy-winning classic.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing. It was basically like a super group of Cuban music legends coming together to record this album, and it became like an international bestseller. So one of those surprise hits, I guess, in the international music world at the time.
It won a Grammy, the works. This is really cool.
The Muffs.
The Muffs. It's demo versions from their album, right? Yep.
Yeah.
First ever release of demo recordings from the Muffs album, Really, Really Happy. Very cool. Nice picture of Kim on the cover.
Looks pretty cool.
Yep. That's going to go fast. And if it doesn't, it's coming home with me. Let's see. Up next, we've got Bad Company. And it's 1979 live. Classic live album on vinyl for the very first time.
Yeah, this originally just came out, actually not super long ago, on CD. And now it's finally coming out on vinyl.
Yep, live at the Empire Pool in the UK, March 9th, 1979. We always have to have a U2 release on Record Store Day.
Yeah. So this is kind of similar to the Gloria release that they had for Black Friday. So it's a single. For the 40th anniversary of this single, came out between October and War. But there are 2 previously unreleased tracks on there as well.
Yep, Trash, Trampoline, and The Party Girl is the title of the song. So, nice. Next up, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Live Seeds. This is an exclusive limited edition double album on etched transparent red vinyl, remastered for vinyl. So you get the works here.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's recorded during the 1992-93 Henry's Dream Tour.
All right, then here we have Erasure. This was basically, I think, like outtakes or like add-on tracks from their latest album. Came from the same session as the Neon album, but it has 4 brand new songs on it actually. So this is actually new music. I know we have a lot of reissues and stuff on Record Store Day, but.
And they're claiming this is a limited edition, 1 pressing only. So when this is gone, it's gone. So if you're an Erasure fan, you got to get it. Next up, this is from my era. This is Debbie Gibson and Joey McIntyre, the duet.
Oh, wow.
Picture discs. So everybody who was born in the late 70s, grew up in the 80s, remembers Debbie Gibson and the Backstreet Boys. Not the Backstreet Boys. New Kids on the Block. Yep. So anyone from that era is feeling a bit nostalgic. There you go. This is the one I was most excited about as a Replacements fanatic. We have the Replacements, another live show. This is Unsuitable for Airplay, the Lost KFAI concert. So very cool double album live at 7th Street Entry in Minneapolis, Minnesota in 1981, limited to 14,000 copies. Can never go wrong with the Replacements.
Except sometimes a little.
Yeah.
We don't know.
They were a mess, but a beautiful mess. What do we have here? 1989 remixes, 1992 electronic.
Yes, this is, I guess, a super group, you can call it. Bernard Sumner from New Order and Johnny Marr from The Smiths came together. And so this is like a remix album. So they made some regular stuff, but these are remixes of the stuff they made together.
So way back in 1990, 1989, so okay.
Yeah, so both bands, of course, super popular, those 2 together.
Very nice.
Then we have Jackson 5, ABC, his second album, of course, with some of their super mega hits.
Right, we don't need to say much. I mean, everybody's familiar with Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. It's just...
it's coming out on blue vinyl, like I said.
Yep, this is only 1,500 on blue vinyl.
Then we have The Cure. This is the first time this classic comes out on picture disc.
Yep. Again, don't need to say much about The Cure.
Need no introduction.
Gojira live at Brixton Academy. This is the vinyl debut of the classic 2013 concert, and apparently there's a logo etching on one side. So,
Yeah, Gojira, definitely one of the big metal bands of the moment.
Yeah,
I mean, they're so big now that it's already not cool anymore to like them in the metal circles, and that's when you know you made it as a metal band.
They're the modern they're the modern Pantera.
All right, then we have
The
the
Pixies.
Pixies. This was a legendary reunion show at Coachella in 2004, and if I'm not mistaken, first time on vinyl.
Yep, nice. Wow, I love this cover. This is the original motion picture soundtrack of Blue Velvet.
Yeah, so this was David Lynch. I'm not sure if that was his first movie, but like one
No,
of
no.
his early movies.
Yeah, it's one of his early ones. His first movie was, I think, Eraserhead. But yeah, this was definitely.
I'm not a movie guy. Don't ask me.
This is copies of this soundtrack have been out for a while, but this looks like some brand new artwork. But yeah, super cool. This is gonna go fast. Let's see what it says. Deluxe edition 2 LP set. It includes a 1986 Italian. Oh, this is the 1986 Italian poster art.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yep, on marbled blue vinyl. Look at that. Excellent.
Nice.
All right, and we have here for our metal fans, Voivod, Angel Rat. So this is the first North American LP release of that prog metal masterpiece.
Yeah, it was only released on vinyl in Europe, apparently.
Yep. So
It took a while.
that's a
30
chance to get
years.
it.
All right.
Last but not least.
Yeah, the big one. We have to talk about it, and we can say we have some.
we do have it.
We do have Taylor Swift.
Who's the 2022 Record Store Day Ambassador.
Yeah, so this is obviously the biggest release overall.
Yeah, every year you get that release that's just the one that everybody's looking for and everybody's anxious, and that you just know is going to skyrocket in value. And this year it's Taylor Swift's. Now we got to tell everybody, they only pressed 10,000 of these. There's over 1,000 record stores that participate in Record Store Day. So if you do the math, each store's, we're not going to have very many of them. Most stores won't have very many of them. We all ordered a ton, and no store got, we could say,
whole lot.
a whole lot.
Yeah, that's the thing, I guess. We're not supposed to talk about the quantities we have,
Right.
but
But
we
if you
just
do the
wanna
math,
say,
you know.
if you really, really, really want this, we don't know what to expect. It's our first Record Store Day. I don't know, you might be able to just walk in and grab one.
Right.
There might be a line out the door. We really don't know what to expect.
But honestly, yeah, if you
might
want
wanna
this,
get here early.
you have to get in line early to get this. This is going to be the hot ticket item. And again, they only pressed 10,000 of them, and I'm sure there's 10,000 Taylor Swift fans in Louisiana alone. So you can imagine how quick this is going to go, how sought after it's going to be. So yeah, this is probably the only time we're ever going to be able to hold this album. It's going to be that rare. So yeah. So that wraps up the second drop. We should be seeing some more records next week, so we'll do at least one more video. Again, the excitement it seems to be back in Record Store Day. It's been weird for the past couple years with COVID and everything, but we finally have a nice Record Store Day to look forward to. Tons of new stuff and more to come.
All right, well, see y'all next week.
Later.
Bye.